Imagine a private company with its own army, not security guards, an army. 260,000 soldiers, twice the size of Britain's. A company that minted its own currency, collected taxes from millions of people, declared wars, signed treaties, and ruled an entire subcontinent. This is not fiction. It existed. For more than 2 centuries, the most powerful entity on Earth was not a nation. It was a corporation. This, is file 005. London, 1600. A group of merchants receives a piece of paper from the crown, a royal charter granting them a monopoly on all trade east of Africa. The English East India Company is born, not as an empire, but as a startup. 218 investors, one ambition: spices. For its first century, it does what companies do. It trades silk, tea, cotton, saltpeter. It builds trading posts on the coasts of India, small footholds, with small garrisons to protect them. And that is the detail history turns on. The warehouses needed guards. The guards became garrisons. The garrisons became an army. No one voted for it. No parliament approved it. It simply grew. 1757. A mango grove called Plassey in Bengal. On one side, the ruler of Bengal, 50,000 men. On the other, the company, 3,000. It should have been a massacre. It was a transaction. The company had already bought the ruler's own general. The battle was won before it began. 8 years later comes the document that changes everything. The company is granted the diwani, the right to collect taxes from 20 million people. Read that again. A private corporation becomes the tax collector of a nation. Its revenue now dwarfs kingdoms. Its shareholders in London vote on the fate of provinces they will never see. The line between company and state doesn't blur. It disappears. Before the next page, a question with no easy answer. Could a corporation ever hold this kind of power again? Or does it already? Already or never? The comments are open. With the taxes of Bengal, the company no longer buys Indian goods with silver. It buys them with India's own money and sells them to the world. The profits flow one direction: west. When famine strikes Bengal, the company's tax collection does not pause. Millions die. The dividend is paid. And when Britain develops an unquenchable thirst for tea, paid in silver the company doesn't want to spend, it finds a darker solution. It grows opium in India and smuggles it into China. An empire's drug cartel with a royal charter. When China resists, gunboats follow. By now, the company is too vast to control and too big to fail. When it nears bankruptcy in 1773, the government bails it out. The first too big to fail in history. Part of that rescue was a tea monopoly in the American colonies. The colonists' answer was thrown into Boston Harbor. Every machine breaks. 1857, the company's own Indian soldiers rise against it. The rebellion shakes the subcontinent, and when the smoke clears, the British crown steps in and takes everything. The company that ruled 200 million people is dissolved by a single act of Parliament. It dies, not in battle, but in paperwork. But here is the question this file leaves open. The company pioneered everything we now call normal: shareholders, corporate lobbying, government bailouts, private power operating beyond borders. The tools never disappeared. They were inherited. A bank above the law, a mountain holding memory, a machine deciding the future, cables changing hands, and the blueprint written 300 years ago by a company with an army. This file stays open. In file 006, the company's soldiers never really disappeared. Today, they wear no flag. They fight in every war you watch on the news. And they answer
to whoever pays. Subscribe before the next file is sealed.